Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Mary. Subscribe down below. Also follow me on Insta. It is linked down below. But tonight I am clearly back from Australia and I thought it would just be fun to kind of include you guys in on just spending the night with me. I am going to, Blake is coming over soon and he actually, oh my God guys, it was so sweet last night. So I like showed part of my travels home from Australia, but then, so it was just such a long day and I just didn't feel like myself and I was like, I'm not gonna pull out my camera and start vlogging right now. So last night when I got home finally at like 9 p.m., Blake had like dinner for me, like a late dinner. He had made me a bunch of different veggies and food and it was so sweet and so good. So I'm so grateful to have him because it was so awesome that he did that for me. But I was so out of it that like I literally just like ate and went to bed and like didn't really talk much, was just like honestly pretty crabby. And so I feel like tonight we're actually gonna get to like hang out because I feel like I haven't seen Blake for like a month, but I'm really excited to hang out with him. Today I literally felt so lost not vlogging. Like I don't realize how much of my life I vlog until I'm not vlogging. And I just like feel kind of like it, I don't really know how to describe it. It's just like I don't have something that I love to do. So it's like, it just feels a little bit incomplete, you know? So I was like, honestly, I just like want to vlog tonight. Like who knows if I'll even upload this, but I just want to do it. So that's what I'm doing. But today I didn't vlog. I was literally just like trying to get things back in order, unpacked everything, did all my laundry. Cause usually I would do that in the same night. And I actually did unpack a good amount last night, but I was so exhausted too. So I like got up this morning, went to a bar class and then just like unpacked, filmed an Australia haul that's gonna be up probably before this. So if you haven't, you should totally watch that video. I got some good stuff. And yeah, now tonight we're gonna have dinner, talk a little bit with you guys about our 2020 goals because we never really got to do that. So since I was in Australia, those videos are gonna be coming to you guys, but just like a little late, but I think it's still relevant. And I'm also gonna do a 2019 favorites because I also think that's still relevant. I'm still watching those, so I figured you guys would be too. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. We have a bunch of leftovers from last night because Blake made like a ton of food. So we literally have like all of these containers of leftovers that we're gonna eat. And I think we're gonna head to the bread garden though when he gets here and do just a little bit more shopping. We've been kind of, not even lately, but I think Blake has been, and then I just decided I was too yesterday. But he's like kind of been into onions recently, and usually I'm not an onion person because onions make your breath smell rank, but I think I've said this before, if we both eat onions, it's fine because like then you both have onion breath. But if just one person eats onions, like it's bad. So like if you're ever going out on a first date, do not get onions. One time a guy took me to a Mexican restaurant on like a second or first date. I was like, are you joking? Are you literally delusional? I don't even think we went on a third date. But anyways, so yeah, that's pretty much the plan, woman. I feel so good because like I always just love to get my place like back in order and just like get it nice and clean and stuff. Not that it was dirty when I left because I like cleaned it before I went, but like just when I got here all of my stuff was everywhere and I just felt gross and didn't have any flowers or like any groceries or anything, and I got all of that taken care of today. So I feel much more on track with that and just like good and ready to like start, I guess, the school year again. So weird. But yeah, I'm just gonna wait for Blake and then we'll head to bread garden. What's up, wild child?
Hi.
Wait, aren't we going to bread garden?
Let's go inside. I'm cold.
I'm sorry, I did make you wait out there for a while. We got our groceries. Yes, we did. Blake goes, are you sure you didn't forget anything? And I go, I got mustard. And he goes, that'll last you the next few days. Because I literally, guys, I go through mustard. Probably, I would say I probably use a container of mustard
Like gross.
every 5 days, maybe a week. I eat it with every meal, except for breakfast. Little grocery haul in action. We got sparkling water because I want sparkling water with lime tonight. My go-to. Mushrooms, so we can make sauteed mushrooms and onions. And limes for green juice and the sparkling water. Cucumbers, celery, and all of our stuff wouldn't fit in our reusable bag, so I fucked up and got a plastic bag. But whenever this happens, I actually just end up using it as a trash bag. So that's a really great way to, if you accidentally, I mean, obviously it's better to not use plastic bags, but if that ever happens, just use it as a trash bag and fill it with your trash, put it in your trash can. It fits in most trash cans, and it's a great way to make use of it. So, I mean, my other trash bags are actually like biodegradable, but these ones, I mean, they do a good job as well. And I also, this says Eco Hippo. Hold on. Oh, they're made with 30% recycled material. That's not great, but anyways. Then we got kale and 2 different types that we're just gonna saute. Lots of greens tonight. And fennel for my green juice, and then some cabbage for salads. That's why I got 2 bunches of it.
Oh, everything.
Blake, I'm crying because of the onions.
I know. I was crying yesterday from them. You want this kale too?
Yeah.
They're really good. I'm assuming you've had them before.
Yes.
They taste awesome. I don't know if there's a difference, but they're really good.
We're sauteing some onions, and then I'm gonna add in these ones, which are already sauteed with the mushrooms, and I'm gonna add in these fresh mushrooms too, and cooked sweet, I'm not gonna add the sweet potatoes in. Then after that, we'll saute the sweet potatoes, then we'll saute the broccoli and the cauliflower. And we have some chickpeas, Blake has some chicken, and we just made the salad and put some red pepper flakes on top. And Blake is cutting kale to saute. Whoa. Mushrooms and onions, and we put some liquid aminos on them. And oil. And then he's making kale. What are you gonna put on it?
A little avocado oil.
Salt, pepper?
And salt and pepper.
Nice. Got all of the veggies. And the onions are over here. We're gonna eat. And the reason I always have the lights off when we eat is because I'm all about the ambiance and I hate bright lights. Okay, it's a little bit later. And I showered and then I went up to my friend Julia's because she's leaving for vacation. So I wanted to say bye to her. I hope you're having a blast, Julia, or that you had a blast. I don't know when this will be up, if you're watching this, but I'm just gonna get ready for bed. But I'm gonna do my skincare really quickly. So I thought I would show you guys. When I sleep, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, but when I sleep, I I leave all of my other jewelry on, but I take my rings off. And if I'm wearing big hoops, I take those off. But I take my rings off because I worry that if I leave them on while I sleep, my fingers sometimes get swollen while I sleep. I'm not really sure why. Part of me thinks it's like because my body is like moving sodium. I don't really know. That might be really inaccurate, so let's just not say that. But anyways, I don't know. So I take them off, mostly because it's just uncomfortable. But I leave every other jewelry piece on. But I'm just gonna quickly wash my face. I'm using my Youth to the People cleanser. I love this stuff. I've been using it for almost a year now, and it's amazing. And then I'm going to do a little bit of my current night cream. I'm going to go through this quickly because I have videos on this. Slash, I feel like I do my skincare a good amount, but I figure I can never show you guys too many times. And I have like little variations that I do. But I'm doing the Occur Night Cream. Simple and easy. And it has argan oil, chlorella, and I think vitamin D in it. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Vitamin D is so important, especially in the winter. So I take a supplement, but you can also get it in your skincare and stuff like that. Then I just did Sunday Riley eye cream. And then over the Sunday Riley eye cream, I'm actually gonna put a little bit of rosehip oil on my under eye. Just because I find that, especially when I'm feeling dry, it just does a good job of hydrating. And it just gives a nice glow. I love rosehip oil. So I'll put it sometimes on my eyelids too. And then last but not least, my Grande Lash. And a guy at Sephora taught me that with the Grande Lash, the amount that comes out is the amount that you're supposed to use for both lashes. So like don't double dip it and don't like wipe the thing off. Just use it all for both lashes because that's what it's like meant for, I guess. And then a little bit of castor oil on the lashes as well. Super easy. And then just a little bit, I'll put the rest of the castor oil on my hands. My hands get so dry at night in the winters, and then a little bit of the Laneige, and we're good to go. I'm just gonna get ready and get in bed and read my book right now. Good morning, guys. So it is the next morning and you guys are gonna be shocked. It's like 10:15. Guys, I was supposed to get up and get coffee with Blake this morning because we were gonna go to Dash and just like hang out. Guys, I slept in until 9:30. That is so unlike me. Like I haven't done that since I was probably in elementary school. My mom's calling me, hold on. But as I was saying, I'm literally a dingus and I guess I slept till 9:30. So it's fine. I was really frustrated when I woke up and then I was like, Mary, like you need to take a step back and listen to your body. Clearly, like traveling is a lot and I was traveling for like 27 hours or something. So like of course it's gonna have a toll on my body, and I just need to listen to it rather than like, hold on. Rather than like getting frustrated with myself, you know? So I made a green juice, made a coffee, am hydrating, and I'm gonna head to Sculpt that starts at 10:30. I just really wanna get my sweat on. I wanna see what the weather is because I didn't really sweat that much at bar yesterday. Oh, it's like 40, okay. And so I wanna sweat today.
See you later.
Have a good rest of your day. Okay, I just ate, and Jen, one of my friends from high school, hi Jen, shout out to you, I love you, you know I love you, but she just came over and we were just talking and stuff, so I didn't want to pull out the camera, but I'm gonna run to Dash and grab a tea or a decaf coffee, not quite sure yet. Okay, I'm back from Dash. I don't know why I just did that, but I'm back from Dash and I got a decaf coffee in my little reusable cup. It's really good. I probably didn't need it, but I just like wanted to get out and walk. It's cold, but like it feels good. You know what I mean? So I did that. I stopped at Bread Garden on my way back and picked up, oh, there it is. Picked up some stuff. So I'm gonna show you guys what I got. So I got these Occur Radically Rejuvenating Under Eye Hydro Gels. I've used these in the vlog before. They remind me of the Peter Thomas Roth ones that are gold, that are so expensive. And they're so good. I absolutely love them. So I'm gonna do those. I'm gonna wash my face and put on a sweatshirt and do those and then work on my group project a little bit for the class I did in Australia. And edit a video and just kind of chill because honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel that well. I'm like worried I'm getting sick because at first I thought it was just jet lag, but Blake was sick while I was gone. So now I'm paranoid that I have what he had. So on that note, I also got at Bread Garden this Neti Stick aromatherapy inhaler, drug-free and all natural. And so it just has a bunch of essential oils in it, like eucalyptus, peppermint, lavender, that's it. So I'm just gonna snort this a little bit and see if it makes me feel better. And then, so I got that, and then I also got, I wanted some like grounding essential oils because I just like, I don't know, I feel like I've been doing a lot of summery stuff and I just want some grounding stuff. So I got Lang Lang and Atlas Cedarwood, and I think I'm gonna combine these. Atlas Cedarwood is just super grounding and calming. That's what it's known for. And then Lang Lang is like, because it says like what they're for, it's soothing and sensual. So it's like, it's hard to describe if you've never smelled it, but it's a really good smelling essential oil. I really like Lang Lang. I've used it like a good amount, but I'm gonna combine these and put them in my essential oil diffuser, and I think it's gonna be really just like grounding. But Lang Lang is like, it's like what you use if you're doing like sexual massages, I think, if that's a thing. I don't know. So ladies, if you're trying to hook up with a guy, I don't know, just a fun suggestion, maybe get some Lang Lang, put it in your diffuser, and like immediately when he gets to your place, just like tell him I have Lang Lang in my diffuser, and I'm sure he'll be so down. He'll know exactly what you're talking about. Anyways, don't actually do that. But yeah, I'm just gonna combo platter these up and put them in my diffuser. Oh, my Christmas tree. I didn't get rid of it, but I just put it in storage, and I honestly just like feel like my apartment is so much just like cleaner. And like I love having a Christmas tree around Christmas, but I low-key feel like sometimes it can make, like after Christmas, it just like adds clutter, and I don't know. It just feels good like not having it right now and like having just like a cleaner space. But that stuff smells so good in my diffuser. It's so relaxing. And these are like such good eye patches. The Acur ones. Acur is definitely like a fave skincare brand. Amazing. But okay, so since I woke up this morning so late, I didn't really have time to do like my morning routine, which is fine. Like no one's perfect, you know, that happens. And so I didn't get to read. I've been reading this book, Simple Abundance, and I don't know if I showed you guys this in the Australia vlogs. I don't think I did, but basically this is just all about kind of like opening up yourself to signs from the universe. And if you open yourself up to signs, like the universe always has your back. So I'm gonna do more videos on this because this is like, I am so into that stuff, and it's a big part of like what I want my channel to be. And so anyways, I'll just tell you guys about this book. But so my mom has this book. She's had it for, it's from, I think the copyright is 1991, but I think this is the Australia version. So she has a US version, which I think has a copyright of like 1983. So she bought the book like 20 years ago, I think. And she like will go through phases where she has it. I remember when she had it in our house, like when I was growing up, and I always loved the look of it because it just has like these flowers on it, and I always just thought it was pretty when I was little. And I remember I'd like lay in her bed and see it. Anyways, and she had this hat box that had books in it. But anyways, and this book was in it. So it's just always reminded me of my mom. And I know this book was like, I don't think it was like that big of a deal, but it's called Simple Abundance, a Daybook of Comfort and Joy. And she recently has been reading it, and she told me like right before I left for Australia, she told me that like she had picked it up again and started reading it. There's like a page a day or something. And she was telling me about a page that she read in it, and I was like, oh, well, that's awesome. Like, we were just talking about it, and I was like, is that a good book? And she was like, oh, it's fantastic. Like, it's just such a good one. And like, she's had it for years and years, and she'll always end up pulling it out at some point during the year. And so I was in Australia. It was one of my last days, and I was just feeling really down. Like, I think I talked about this in my Australia vlogs, but I really, like, I like spending time alone, and I like just dancing to the beat of my own drum, doing my own thing. I'm very confident on my own, and so, like, when I was in Australia, I didn't really, like, want to do what the group was doing. I wanted to do, like, this sounds bad, but, like, I wanted to do what I wanted to do, so I figured I would just, like, do it alone, but, you know, at points I can get lonely. And so during the day, I was just feeling a little bit lonely, and I went into this bookstore because I needed to get a new book because I was finishing one of the books, which I'll talk about that book in another video because it was amazing. But it's called Signs by Laura Lynn Jackson. But I finished that book, and I wanted something just like more lighthearted, and I was on the phone with Blake when I walked into the bookstore, and I was like, let me just like call you back. I am in a bookstore and cafe right now. It's a really cool place. It's called Gertrude and Alice in Bondi. But I was just sitting there kind of, and for some reason, like, I went there and I immediately knew where the spirituality books were gonna be. Like, I think just like my intuition just knew, and like this was a rather big bookstore with a lot of books in it, but I just like walked right back to the back and into the right, and I was like, oh, like I'm here. And at that point I was like still on the phone with Blake, and I was hanging up, so I was distracted anyways. And it was just like, right when I got there, I was like, wow, I just like knew that. And so then I looked at books for like 2 seconds, and then like maybe a minute in total, and then I looked down, and this book, I had asked the sign, sorry, I'm so bad at telling stories, but earlier I had asked the universe, I was like, universe, please give me a sign that like everything is okay, and that I'm where I'm supposed to be, and that just please like give me a sign. And I looked down, and this book is sitting there. Not with the other books, just like sitting like on top of a stack of like sorted books, but this book isn't sorted. And I'm like, oh my God. Like this book is from like 20 years ago. It's not, I've never seen it for sale at a bookstore, and I go to bookstores frequently. And I was just like, whoa. Then I looked at it and it's used. So the bookstore had both new and used books. And I was like, this is so wild. It's like super old and tattered with like all of the edges are like, you can tell like discolored a little bit. And it's only $10 Australian. When I think this book was like 40 bucks when it first came out. And I was like, holy fucking shit. Like this is a sign from the universe. Like everything's gonna be fine. And I like wanted to get this book. Like when my mom and I were talking about it, I was like, oh, like I could totally get that book. And like, it was a sign from the universe, like everything is gonna be okay. And so I think just like opening up yourself to those signs and being open enough and like present enough to see them is so important. And I'll talk a lot more about that, but yeah, that's just like a wild story surrounding that book. And today's reading was all about starting a gratitude journal. Also, this nose stuff is unreal. I did it, and it's literally, you just like stick it up your nose, kind of, and just like, you literally just like sniff it, and it's so good. But anyways, I am going to make some lunch and then just chill for a little bit. So I'll probably just see you guys in a bit. Off to the races, going to get my nails done because they're horrendous. It's been like 3 weeks, and then I'm gonna go pick up to-go food and have dinner with my mom. It's about 4, and I feel like my nails will take like 2 hours. So I think I'm gonna get like a red color, but I'll show you guys. Okay, I'm back. My nails look a little weird in this lighting, but you can pretty much see them. They're just like a red color. I think they're super cute, and I got them like, I had her go a little bit more square, so I'm into it. But I just put in a to-go order for my mom and I'm running to her place, and we're gonna eat together. So I figured, oh my God, my camera's gonna die. But I figured quickly I would just show you guys what I'm wearing. I'm just gonna go over here since it's in the light. Okay, I just figured I'd show you what I'm wearing. I'm wearing this sweater from Skull Cashmere, very fitting. And then these leather leggings from Spanx, and these shoes, they're like so torn and battered and kind of gross, but I kind of like the way they look, honestly. I've had them since high school. They're from Steve Madden. They're so comfy. That's why I love them so much. But I'm gonna go pick up the to-go food, and I'll see you guys at my mom's. Okay guys, I am back from my mom's. And I didn't bring you guys with because I needed to charge my camera. And so I just like couldn't bring it with. But I am going to hop in the shower and light a candle, get the mood going, and then Blake and I are going to, wait, that sounds like I'm gonna like go a completely different route than I'm going, but Blake and I are going to not get the mood going. Blake and I are just gonna have a nice relaxing night and drink some tea and talk about our 2020 goals, because we haven't gotten to talk about that yet, and I'm gonna cue you guys in. So we're all gonna have a conversation about our 2020 goals. So, okay, I'm gonna shower. Making Blake and I some Calm, which is like, it basically helps you sleep. It's in here because I took it with me to Australia, but it helps you sleep, but it's also magnesium, so I'm not gonna lie, it makes you shit. But the biggest thing is that it helps you sleep. So I'm making us some of this to have while we do our talk. So I'm just boiling some water.